basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Sparks against the Seattle Storm. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. Tonight's game also counts in the Commissioner's Cup, the first home and away regular season game against teams in your conference go towards the Cup standings.
Yes, so 10 total games, and the team with the best record in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to meet in the final with a lot of prize money at stake.
Beckers, Gray defending, clock at 4, pass to Hayes. The three-pointer off the mark.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Outside Howard, down low. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Chelsea Gray grabs the miss.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
Now here's Parker Tyus. Good work defensively by Natasha Howard. First quarter, just over a minute played. To the paint. This is Incredible. Low block shot on the way, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Very well done. Confident and composed, as always.
One of the blockbuster trades in recent WNBA history, Seattle trading Jewell Loyd away in a 3-team deal.
Yeah, Jewell going to Los Angeles after 10 seasons and 5 All-Star appearances with the Storm. Seattle ends up with the second pick in the 2025 draft and a 2026 first as well. That's a great haul if you ask me.
Now here's Hayes. Beckers outside. To the middle. Pass to Howard. Outside Hayes. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Here's Cook. Parker ties the screen. Now Mrs. Incredible. Gray up top. Guarded by Beckers. Outside Hayes. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
A shaky first few minutes, 5 attempts with only 1 make.
Pass to Gray. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
With a solid frame and terrific body control, Gray is comfortable operating down low.
Beckers, Gray defending. Beckers outside. Inside, there's the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tiffany Hayes. That is her first foul of the game.
Number 21, Kaiser Gondrzik.
Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Now here's Parker Tyus. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Pass to Beckers. Out to the wing. To end the drought. A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible.
Yeah, she could have forced the tougher shot inside, but how about the effort to make a terrific kick-out pass and find the open shooter instead?
Now here's Gondrzik. Pass to Gray. Gondrzik. And here's Mrs. Incredible. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now here is Hayes. Gray defending. Now here is Hayes. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Paige Beckers from outside. Another three for the Sparks.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Gray. Nelson Adota with the rebound. The Sparks with the lead. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. And here's Howard, defended by Mrs. Incredible. Had a nice open look right there.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Parker Tyus outside. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And just miss after miss right now. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
Now here's Gondrzik. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. The feeder. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor. And here's Beckers. Outside Hayes. And the Sparks, another three.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Yeah, their lead is increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is playing out.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Sparks ahead, leading by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
And the Sparks with possession here.
You know, it's hard to believe, but the Sparks haven't been to the playoffs since the 2020 wobble.
Yeah, before this dry spell, they had been to 9 straight postseasons. But since they've lost some stars, some legends, and it hasn't been the same in LA, they're hoping this group can turn things around and make it back to the playoffs.
Pass to Gondrzik. Gray. Now here's Turner. Suarez the screen. And a moment to check out who the Seattle Storm have coming up. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Las Vegas where they'll take on the Aces. And on Tuesday, they go back home and will be hosting the Minnesota Lynx.
And you know, for that matchup with the Sun, well, that one's going to be game number 7 of the year for them. Really starting to get towards the heart of the schedule.
Now here's Williams. Now Harris. Turner grabs the board. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gray outside. Here's Gondrzik. And the Storm miss again. And it's the Sparks ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Screen by McCowan. Beyond the arc. The Sparks no good that time either. And it's the Storm with the ball. Trailing by 10. Gray, covered by Harris. Jackson outside. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Well, an extension of the coach on the floor. Gray's outstanding court vision makes her a true point guard.
Now here's Harris. Looking for a first basket still in this one. Pass to Williams. Picked by Mrs. Incredible. Williams can't get it to go. And here are the Storm now. 7-point differential. Gondrzik. She's guarded by Hayes. Deflected. Mrs. Incredible with the steal. To the left wing. McCowan. And it's good for 2.
Well, when 6'7" McCowan gets that ball in the paint, it is too late already defensively.
And how about the consistency of Tierra McCowan over the course of her career? It's been impressive, guys.
Every season in this league, the 6'7" center has averaged between 10 and 12 points and between 7 and 9 boards. McCowan is someone you can truly rely on.
Make some noise.
Jackson outside. This is incredible. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Left block shot on the way. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
First personal foul.
It goes on Natasha Howard. This contest is part of the Commissioner's Cup. The first 10 games against teams in your conference, one home and one away, count towards the cup standings.
And the teams with the best records in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to face off in the midseason for a one-off final. Lots of prize money will be on the line, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, the LA Sparks had a nightmare 2024 season, a franchise worst 8-32 record.
Well, their prized draft pick, Cameron Brink, tears her ACL. The Sparks finished last in offensive rating. 2024 was one to forget for Los Angeles.
The Sparks leading to the inside. And the dunk by Natasha Howard.
Putting up solid assist numbers out of the 2 position. Hayes, a good mover to the ball.
Jackson outside. Gray is screen. Pass to Parker Tyus. And here's Mrs. Incredible. Out to the left wing. Gray. Jackson. She's guarded by Hayes. And they turn it over. 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. The Sparks making a switch here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Williams. Howard. Right block shot. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 4 to shoot. And the Storm miss again, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Nelson Ododa with the bucket.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
This is Incredible. She's guarded by Williams. Mrs. Incredible with it. Williams there. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Sinks that one from the post. Timeout called the Sparks.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Hayes with it. Outside Powers. Howard. Beckers outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
And Parker Tyus throwing it down.
I'll tip your hat to Gondrazic, a talented scorer who can also move the ball a little bit.
Here's Hayes. Pass to Beckers. Howard. Outside Hayes. Here's Beckers. And a miss there on the triple.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. Puts it up from 15, and she can't bank that one in. Now here's Beckers. From deep. He got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for him. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Sparks on top. They lead by 13. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. Nice try. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters.
We've seen Paige Beckers really having a great game.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the three ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. Parker Tyus outside. Pass to Gray. Now Mrs. Incredible. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Miss Incredible can't get it to go.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. And the three off target. And it's the Storm with the ball. Trailing by 13. Here's Gray. Rebound by the Sparks.
Well, we've all known the name Paige Beckers well before the 2025 draft, and she's used to the spotlight.
No doubt. I mean, she's been a name in basketball for a long time. She was the #1 recruit out of high school, then in college. As a freshman, the National Player of the Year. Obviously, huge expectations for her here in the W, but Paige Beckers is used to that.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. And again, it's the Storm missing. Outside Hayes. And Tiffany Hayes throws it down.
This is Hayes at her best, going downhill in full attack mode.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play brought to you by AT&T. And here's Cook.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now a timeout called by Seattle.
You know what they came to see? Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league.
And it's the Storm with the ball. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
With that make, maybe the lid on this basket will be lifted for them. And trust me, they need it.
Now here is Hayes. 5 points in the game. To the paint. It's picked off. And it's the Storm on the break for the finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
No matter who starts the break, she's usually the one who finishes it.
And I love watching her just attack the rim at full speed like that.
Now here is Hayes.
Beckers.
Gray defending.
Oh, nice shot by Beckers.
Tonight's game is part of the Commissioner's Cup.
So, guys, what's the biggest motivation for these players in the Cup?
What about the final game grand prize money? Every player in the championship game, whether you win or you lose, gets a bonus. But the winning players are going to get a little bit more, so I would say that's great incentive for them.
Miss Incredible can't get it to go. And the Sparks with possession here. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Now here's Beckers.
11 points in the game. Over Gray. Another one falls for the Sparks.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Inside. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone. She is feeling it, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Has to Cook. Now here's Mrs. Incredible. And the Storm miss again.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Beckers outside. Hayes. Picked by Mrs. Incredible. 4 on the clock. Pass to Nelson Adota. Here's Beckers. Gray defending.
And it's Beckers missing.
And here's Mrs. Incredible. Cook. Now here's Gray.
Guarded by Beckers.
Can they get it? Gray, no good.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Howard, defended by Mrs. Incredible. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible.
After leaning on the three-point shot in the first half, they're starting to get away from it here in the second. More of their shots are coming from inside.
Now here's Parker Tyus. Pass to Gray. And that one coming off an assist by Cheyenne Parker Tyus.
These are the shots the coaching staff loves Gray taking, and you can see why with these results.
Beckers outside. Over Gray. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Assisted by Tiffany Hayes.
Here's Gray. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Parker ties the screen. And Mrs. Incredible picks up the foul. That's her first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Beckers.
Defense right on her. And the ball out of play.
Out of
The
bounds.
Storm will have it.
Yeah, that pass seemed to catch her off guard, and it simply snapped off her hands.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Sparks on top, opening a huge gap. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Outside Williams. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems. A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control. Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Down low. Out to Gray. Pass to Gondrzik. Clock at 6. Now here's Jackson. For 3. Gondrzik, shot is off. Now Mrs. Incredible. No good with the triple.
Well, she had 1 3 in the first half, but so far in the second, she's come up empty.
Here's Gondrzik. Gray. Pass to Jackson. Back to Gray. The 3 ball. And again, it's the Storm missing. Now the Sparks with it. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Williams can't get it to go. Gray outside. On the wing, Rakia Jackson. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Suarez. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Timeout called the Sparks. So it's the Sparks now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Now here's Beckers.
Screen by Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Hayes. Over Jackson. And it's Hayes missing. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Now Gray to stop the drought. And it's Chelsea Gray again missing. Pass to Hayes. And Tiffany Hayes throws it down.
Not an easy player to stop when she's got the rim in her sights.
Never has been, never will be. She's a determined finisher.
And she goes with the one-hand tomahawk slam. Nice choice.
Jackson.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. Well, the most important part of the Commissioner's Cup, the fact that every team selects a charity that they're playing for.
Each great organization gets a donation. The winning team's charity gets an extra bonus. But really, most importantly, all the charities get some much-deserved recognition, publicity, and some love.
And the Sparks with possession here. Asi Pupa. Back to Williams. Harris. Here's Pupa. The three-pointer off the mark. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. And here's Gray. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. This is incredible. Guarded by Sabali. And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense. And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
An emphatic rejection. You got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Number 7, Zaya Cook.
Now Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Harris. Williams. Takes the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
Gray with it. Here's Mrs. Incredible.
Sanctions foul. Ariel Powers. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Seattle, Kiana Clay. 2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one. She hits both from the stripe. So it's the Sparks now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sabali. Williams. Back to Sabali. And stolen by Gray. And here's Cook. Parker ties the screen. And here's Gray. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Sabali.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Pass to Williams. Here's Pupa. Up top, Powers. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul.
Man, you know, playing for France in the 2024 Paris Games, that was a special moment for Gabby Williams.
Take a break.
Winning
Take a
a
break.
silver, came
2
so
shots.
close to knocking off the heavily favored Americans in the final. Williams was voted best defender of that 2024 tournament.
The first one falls. And so she hits both. Now Cook. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Parker ties the screen to the middle. Another shot, and she lays it up and in.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Outside Williams. And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
And that'll wrap it up